What is going on, Trash Talkers? We are back with another episode for you. Today's video, we're going to discuss whether Ben Roethlisberger is deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. All that and much more coming your way right now! Hey Trash Talkers, over 85% of you are still not subscribed to the channel. Please be sure to hit that red subscribe button and turn on notifications, as it will help us create more daily content for you. Thank you and enjoy today's video. All right, Nick, news came out earlier this week that Ben Roethlisberger acknowledged that this is probably his final stand in Pittsburgh. The quote here is, "Looking at the bigger picture, I would say all signs are pointing to this could be it, regular season that is. I know we still have a chance to potentially get a playoff game there if things fall our way and take care of business, and things have to happen in the grand scheme of things in terms of our regular seasons. Signs are pointing that way. This could be it." So Big Ben Roethlisberger basically saying that this is his swan song. He is out in Pittsburgh. He will most likely be retiring following the finality of his 2021 NFL season. And it looks to be happening sooner rather than later, as the Steelers are currently on the outside of the AFC playoff picture looking in. Nick, I just want to get your thoughts on pretty much the biggest question we're going to hear over the next 5 years. Is Big Ben Roethlisberger worthy of a nod to the NFL Hall of Fame?
Yeah, well, I have to say Ben Roethlisberger has had an incredible career playing since 2004. Not many people get to say they played in the NFL that long, and for the most part, he's had a very successful career. And you know what? He played till the wheels fell off. He had a terrible season, but at the end of the day, he's a two-time Super Bowl champion, and he is deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. We're going to see Eli Manning get inducted in a couple of years, and he's a two-time champion. We've seen many other quarterbacks make it in the NFL Hall of Fame without even winning a single Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger has definitely made an impact in the NFL. You cannot tell the story of the NFL without Ben Roethlisberger somewhere in there, with how dominant of performances he has put on in certain years. He has had 5,000-yard seasons. He's turned players into incredible receivers and incredible tight ends. He's worked with some of the most iconic players, and him and Mike Tomlin went on one of the best runs a quarterback and head coach duo have ever had. It's an incredible story of what Big Ben has been able to do, and he's definitely deserving of being in the Hall of Fame.
It's tough for me. Most of me wants to say that, it's not necessarily a lock for him to make the Hall of Fame. Let's put it this way. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'll be flat out. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think he's even a second ballot Hall of Famer. I think he's going to have to wait a few years once he is eligible. And mainly because when you look at those Super Bowl seasons you alluded to, those were defenses. I mean, yeah, he had that incredible throw and catch by Santonio Holmes in the corner of the end zone, but at the end of the day, one throw does not make an entire career, and it seems like the Steelers have been carried time and time again by their defense, and their offense, while it wasn't a liability, it just offered them a little bit extra. And obviously, he played in a time where Tom Brady was the class of the AFC with the New England Patriots, and you had Peyton Manning, and you had Joe Flacco, and he had those battles with the Baltimore Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, and there were so many things that happened in Ben's career. He is a Hall of Famer, I'll give you that, but it's not first and it's not second ballot. I mean, this guy has had an incredible career, don't get me wrong. I mean, as of right now, he's had over 63,000 passing yards. As of right now, Ben Roethlisberger currently leads the Pittsburgh Steelers with 163 wins for the franchise, and that could go up if they win one of the next 2 weeks and or make the playoffs. But right now, he is the franchise leader in wins, and he has the most wins at Heinz Field ever at 91, breaking Brett Favre's record that he had at Lambeau Field. So with all of that, I do believe that at the end of the day, Ben Roethlisberger will make the Hall of Fame. It's going to be in about 10 years, though. He's going to have to wait quite a while.
No, I don't agree with that. I agree that he's not first ballot. He might not even be second ballot, but he definitely will be in the Hall of Fame within less than 10 years. I think that Ben Roethlisberger has done so much in the NFL, and a lot of his work will go noticed. A lot of people will credit him after the fact. A lot of people want to just bring in everything that he's doing right now, and yeah, he's not playing well, but we've seen plenty of other Hall of Fame quarterbacks who went on to be first, second ballot, even in their third year of eligibility, who had played bad at the end of their career, make it in that early because of how much they did within their career. Ben Roethlisberger, playing for 17 seasons, has been dominant for 3 quarters or more, depending on how much you want to debate. You've got to take a lot of that into account. Not many people ever do that in their career. That's why I believe he'll be in the Hall of Fame in less than 10 years. I just think that he won't have to wait as long as you think.
I think he's going to have to wait, and I think a lot of things are going to have to work in his favor, specifically with the classes that he's going up against, because when you take a look at the Hall of Famers that he's been surrounded by, I mean, we won't even attack the players that he had on defense. Just on the offensive side of the ball, having Jerome Bettis, the bus, as his running back. And then moving on to players that were perennial Pro Bowlers, and then having Le'Veon Bell for all of those years. That's just the running backs. We haven't even talked about the wide receivers with Hines Ward and Plaxico Burress and all of these other guys that he has had up and through Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster and Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson. I mean, there are so many receivers. I'm not going to go through the entire gambit that he's had to work with. I do believe that he has been boosted by that opportunity, and he has a Hall of Fame head coach that he's worked with, whether it was with Bill Cowher or Mike Tomlin. Both of those guys are Hall of Fame worthy, and I believe that Ben Roethlisberger has been in the perfect structure for him for so long. Right now, I believe that, again, he's going to make the Hall of Fame, but it's going to be quite a while before he gets there.
Well, Big Ben's had an incredible career. He'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. It's just who becomes the Pittsburgh Steelers' next franchise quarterback.
That is a question, and I do believe it'll be a question for another day sometime soon. But I want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of Ben Roethlisberger being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Do you believe he is worthy of a Hall of Fame nod, and when do you see him potentially getting there? All right, well, that's going to be all for now. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.